make you bring your own quarterback?
That's my older brother. He's been with me working out in Pensacola. So we had a little routine we go through and everything. So doing good.
How have you felt just about today in general?
I felt awesome. You know, I ran when I wanted to run. Was smooth in my drills like I wanted to be smooth. You know, heard a lot of good things. So it was a good day. Awesome. You know, just like the right one. The exact same. You know, all credit goes to Dr. Andrews, Dr. Kane, Kevin Wilk, and the guys down at XOs and at API. You know, they got me back to where I need to be, and I feel ready.
When did you
feel
get
really
back?
ready.
Just a second, we got all the cameras here. Just twist your body a little bit so they can get you to your side right there.
Vinnie, when did you get to that point where you were back to that 100% feeling?
You know, it actually happened fairly quick. Honestly, I felt like I could have played in the Sugar Bowl, which is a really sad thing. I felt like I could have contributed this year, and it really hurt whenever I got hurt, and I wanted to be out there with the guys. And it wasn't easy for people who say it was an easy decision to come out. Obviously, I went down to the wire with Coach Saban. You know, all credit goes to this establishment, this university, everything that they've done for me. They've created me. They've made me the player who I am. If I could do it all over again, I would never go anywhere else. Alabama is the greatest university. I love them. I love Coach Saban. I love Coach Smart. I love everybody here. It's like a giant family here.
Did you get any times from your 40s, Vinnie?
I got a couple times. I had everywhere from 4.48 to 4.52. So I felt right where I wanted to be. Different service from what I've been running at, but you know, felt like I ran a pretty good time for being 5 months out of surgery.
What'd you bench today?
21. So everything went good. Everything went like I wanted it to go. Got to see you guys one last time. I'm gonna miss Alabama. I miss it a lot.
What were those conversations with Saban like?
You know, he just gave me his insight. And obviously, he knows exactly what he's talking about. He's a great football coach. But, you know, I felt like my film this year was what it needed to be. I feel like I played like I needed to play this year. I finally got a chance to play at safety, which I didn't get my freshman or sophomore year too much. And when I got a chance to play safety, I felt really comfortable back there. And I was able to make a couple plays, obviously, in the beginning of the season. And then I was an All-American before I got hurt. So I felt like I had great film. I feel like I'm ready to take that next step. I feel like I'm mature enough. I feel like, and I feel like the coaches in the NFL see that.
What's the feedback you've gotten from those coaches?
You know, they love my film. They loved how it looked today. I'm just ready for the period to be over. It's a long time being away from my family. I was down training for like the last 4.5 months. It was tough, but you know, it all paid off. And seeing these guys out here, Cyrus Kwanjo, who I've been with, Ed, Adrian, you know, it's crazy. You're away from each other for 4 months, then you come right back. It's like you haven't been away from each other at all. Cracking jokes, saying stuff you used to say in the film room, and it's awesome. I love these guys.
You had I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What round were you graded?
I was graded from 4th round all the way to a free agent. You know, it's between me and Coach. Obviously, a lot of people have heard and stuff, but with me and Coach, we discussed it. He gave me his insight. My family gave me their insight, and I decided to go pro. And right when I said I was deciding to go pro, he was behind me 100%. Told me exactly what I needed to do. He told me he would be behind me the whole time, and he's unbelievable. You know, he is the greatest coach in college football and maybe in college football history. I love the guy.
You had a reputation for special teams at Alabama. How much can that skill, with all the experience you have on special teams, help you stick in the NFL?
Obviously, it's a big contributing factor to come in and be able to play on every single special teams. You know, I was personal protector. I was on kickoff. I was on punt return. I was on kickoff return, and I haven't held on field goals whenever they needed me to. So, you know, versatility is a big thing in the NFL, and I hope I'm a guy that they'd like to look at as a very versatile player.
How much it went down to the wire? Was there a deciding factor? One thing to put it over the top for you to go?
You know, the deciding factor was how good my knee felt. And a lot of guys were saying, you know, he's coming off knee surgery. I don't know if he'll be able to do this, all that stuff. I don't know if he'll be able to do a pro day. Well, obviously, I did my pro day. I ran fairly good for a safety. I did all my footwork stuff. I did all my drills. Showed I was able to open up, showed that the knee was good, able to plant and drive off it. And, you know, obviously it was my decision at the end. And I knew I could trust in myself. And I tweeted the 4-month countdown and all that stuff. And around when that 4 month came, I felt very good about myself.
Any nerves coming out today? I know you.
Oh, obviously. You know, I felt like I was going into my first football game since October 19th. And, you know, no sleep, waking up nervous. I went through my football routine. So I woke up, took a shower, studied all my starts on my 40 and everything, just like I was about to go into a football game. So, you know, it was a great opportunity to be back on the campus, see everybody, and just an unbelievable experience.
Was it a calming influence?
You know, My therapist, Kevin Wilk, has worked out a bunch of great players, and the one person he worked out that I've tried to emulate is Adrian Peterson coming off his ACL, and he worked out with Adrian Peterson, and he said, I'm right neck and neck with Adrian Peterson about how I came off my surgery, how I've recovered. You know, it was just an ACL, so, you know, it wasn't meniscus, it wasn't MCL, it wasn't any cartilage, so clean tear, came back good, and just, it was a great experience. I feel awesome.
Vinnie, what advice do you give to someone who's coming back from torn ACL now that you've gone?
You know, obviously you guys have heard about Eddie, and I feel terrible for the guy. I woke up Saturday, texted Ryan Kelly, and came out to the scrimmage, watched it, saw it happen. And, you know, I just told him, you know, everybody starts at some point. It might be when they're 8 years old and they're working to become a pro football player, and some people get injured and they have to come back from it. And I told him, Eric Berry has tore his ACL. Adrian Peterson has tore their ACL. There's no reason why you can't be exactly like them. That's what I told myself. Everybody starts at the same point. It just depends on how hard you work to get back to where you're at and how hard you work to get to where you want to be. I'll be here. I'll be visiting teams, obviously, and then I'll be talking to teams. I'm going to go see my sister for her birthday, April 13th. It's my older sister Jacqueline's birthday, and I'll just be here working out, enjoying that Alabama sunshine and Alabama facility for one more month, then I'll go down to Tallahassee for the draft.
What'd you measure at today?
I didn't measure in the exact same time, but I weighed in at 209.
Okay.